Now we are going to learn a small trick in chess. It's something that all beginners start playing chess with. It's a way in which we can checkmate our opponent in 4 moves. So let me show you how it is done. Basically, the idea is this square, this f7 square, is the weakest square on the chessboard for black because only king is protecting it. All the other squares are protected by other pieces, more than one piece usually. Here, this pawn is defended by bishop, this pawn is defended by queen, this is defended by bishop, queen, and king. So all these pieces are squares are safe, but except for this one. This is the weak point in black's position. Even for white, but white gets to move first, so we get to strike first. So scholar's mate is done on this square. How do we do it? We basically want to bring our queen here somehow, but not just like that with support. Then the king can't take our queen, right? So how do we do it? First, we move up pawn 2 steps, the e pawn forward. Let's say black also makes this move. Now we want our queen to come and attack this pawn, right? So which is the best place? Over here. Even f3 is good, but h5 is better because we're also attacking this pawn, right? So let's say black defends that pawn. Can we take on f7 now? No, king will take back. So we need support first. So which piece can do that? The bishop. Now it's very tempting for black to play a move like this. If black plays any move carelessly, like this, for example, knight f6, can you find the checkmate? Queen f7. We just swoosh across and queen f7 is checkmate. In 4 moves, game is over. King can't take it, bishop is down. So this is how scholar's mate is done. So basically, we move the pawn, we bring out our queen, we bring out our bishop, and we checkmate him on f7. Sounds very simple. It is kind of simple. We just checkmate him on f7 with our queen, with support of the bishop. And it's very easy to fall into it if you are the other person, because all the moves are logical. E4, e5, queen h5 attacks a pawn, so he has to defend it. Then bishop comes out. We have a threat. If he sees the threat, he'll stop it. We'll learn how to stop the threat if you're black. And we should also learn a few things. Like, for example, here, if he makes a wrong move, we give checkmate. So this is scholar's mate. Now, one basic mistake that many people make is after e4, e5. Sometimes after queen h5, the black player directly plays this g6 move, poking your queen. But that's a big mistake because now you can take the pawn and his rook is gone. So whichever way he blocks, you just take his rook. His whole king side will be broken apart. So that is how we give scholar's mate. Bring the queen out, bring the bishop out, and tapa, checkmate. So that is scholar's mate for you. And that's an easy way to win games. If your opponent is a beginner and he does not know how to defend properly, that's how you win games. Now, more importantly, we have to know how to stop when somebody is trying to do the scholar's mate. So let me take you back. Let's say you're black. Opponent plays e4, right? We play e5, normal. They bring out their queen. What do we do? Don't play g6. We saw what happens then. Rook will be gone. We'll just play knight c6. Defend our pawn. He's attacking our pawn, so we'll defend it. Normal. Now he brings bishop here. Now he's talking business. He wants to checkmate you on f7. So what do? We stop him. How can we stop him? What is the best way? The best way would be this, g6. Just shooing away the queen. But the queen won't go away that easily. He'll go to f3. Again threatening checkmate. Now we again just bring out a knight. Queen is supporting it, so no problem. And our position is good. Right? We've taken out our pieces. White's position is a little bad because he's taken out his queen early. So if you defend scholar's mate properly, you will have a good position because you'll get to attack his queen with moves like knight d4, attacking the queen, attacking the pawn, or with d6, bishop g4. So good ways to attack the queen. You get your pieces out, and it's a bit better position for you. One thing to understand is you should put your bishop on g7 because there is already a hole here. If you bring it out the normal square, he can also bring his bishop out and your knight will be in trouble. It's better to put the bishop on g7 later, let's say like this, and then we can just castle. And the position is good. We can start attacking the queen like this. So this is how we defend scholar's mate. When he plays queen h5, we defend our pawn. And when he threatens checkmate, we play g6. After queen moves, we just bring out a knight. Good position for us. Another way would be you can also play queen e7 or queen f6 to defend the square. So if he takes, we can just take it. Right? That's another way. There are some bad ways as well. For example, if you play knight h6, it's bad. It's not a good way to defend the checkmate. because knight is not active there. I can play something like d3 and attack your knight. If you're careless, I can just take your knight. You can't take back because it's checkmate. So don't trust a knight in the corner to stop the checkmate. And other bad moves, like if you move the king, it's still bad. It won't be made, but it will probably be made in a few moves. It will be a bad position for you. So these are bad ways, so don't do that. Just play g6 and chill. Don't chill yet. Just bring out the knight and then chill. Or bring out the queen, which is not as good because you're also bringing out the queen and blocking the bishop. Or if you put it here, blocking the knight. But it's fine. These are the two good ways to stop scholar's mate. And you have to understand, if you are white and you're trying scholar's mate, and if your opponent defends it, if your opponent plays correctly and defends scholar's mate, you have a bad position. You have a slightly worse position because your queen is out early. If this happens, something like this happens, your queen is out early and it's a slightly worse position for you. So it's a trick that can work on beginners, but with players who already know how to defend against this checkmate, you will have a slightly worse position. So play it at your own risk. The reward is that you can give checkmate in 4 moves, but the downside is you might get a bad position and your queen will have to run around a lot. So the call is yours.